I'm Harley Guindon, a.k.a. Harley G, and I'm chatting with Staxx.
Welcome to this episode of Chatting with Staxx. I'm your host, Bill Staxx, and today I got Harley Davidson Guindon. What's up, man?
How are you?
I'm doing great. Thank you for joining me today.
It's good to see you again.
Yeah, you too. I see
you taking over the world too over there, eh?
Yeah, trying. I see you all over the place, all over the internet. You go viral almost every time you post something.
Some like me, some don't. It is what it is. I don't really care.
So people have been sending in a lot of questions for you. They've been wanting to know a lot of different things.
Well, let's get at it.
So I told them I would give you the questions and people could know what they want to know. So the first thing people are asking about you is they want to know about Donnie Wants and how you even know Donnie. How did all this transpire?
Donnie is someone I've only known through his own issues for whatever reason with myself and my motorcycle community. Beyond that, I'm not going to comment on his own personal matters, issues, or speculations, or whatever he's feeling he may have towards me for obvious reasons. It's not important to me or anybody else for that matter. It's Donnie. I take up time in a lot of people's minds, and focusing on that in life will only get me to where those people are. And as far as I can see, they're not moving anywhere fast. Let's be real here. If you knew what I knew, you just leave it there. It's just like the game of telephone. In my life, I've come across falsehoods or rumors or issues people may have with me that shock me. It's kind of like one of those situations where you sit back, you shake your head, and you think, what? You can't pay every single one any mind, especially when they don't matter. And I don't mean that in an ignorant way. Like, sure, he's got a family and all that stuff, but he is not. He's not one per. Yeah, he's a tough guy. Yeah, okay, he fights, and it is what it is. But we're just gonna leave that there with Donnie. My door's been open the whole time, and my door will stay open. And if by God he did get me, then he would lose in the end anyways, because I'll just sprinkler him.
Is there any chance you guys will get into the ring and fight?
There's no chance of the ring. I'm more along the lines, just when I see you, and it is what it is, and it's a waste of time for me, and I wish I didn't even have to resort to Donnie Watch. Okay, this is sad that this is what it is, and people need to see it. My door was open. He came. He was across the street. He showed up with gang squad. I bet you it wasn't intentional that he showed up a gang squad. All right, I got called out into the city property across the street, and I asked him to come inside so I wouldn't get charged because I was already on conditions. Well, I just beat my trial on Monday, so
and you would have let him walk in and walk out if he came
into the building. He was invited in. He was invited to get his friends to walk right through my entire shop, make sure there was no jump attacks. It was just going to be me, him, with this closed door, and by God, that's what I wanted. But that's a fight, guys. I want a little more than that. You don't get to eat on my name that much and get away with it. So I look forward to meeting you, Donnie. A lot. I mean, I really look forward to it.
Do you know him from the motorcycle community?
Like, he is, he's been in more clubs than anybody I know, and there's not one good thing that I've ever heard about the man. Not one good thing. He's the only biker that's been in that many clubs that I've never heard one good thing about. And I put my word on that. So people can say what they want, but I know what it is. I just can't claim what it is because things have fallen through that I was supposed to be given, that were promised to me by Hell's Angels. And then I didn't end up getting them. So I kind of put my foot in my mouth while I was waiting on certain things to blow up the spot. But they all know it, and they still allow it to happen because he's the last saving grace to keeping it together for the tough guys. But those guys that all know me should know that I don't really care about how tough you are. Like, I really don't give a shit. I'm a different animal. There is no ref, and I play different. So it is what it is. Riding season though, and I'm off my conditions, so I'll see everybody.
People want to know about the fires that happened, the bullet holes in the window. Can you explain what that was all about, and what do you think about the two kids that got caught doing that?
The 4 a.m.ers. Well, nobody's here. 4 a.m. 16-year-old children. All right. How do you properly say this? Any property damage or criminal activity is something we don't support or condone. If there are investigations happening, those are matters for the proper channels to handle and don't concern myself or my club. I'm a grown man. I'm not here egging houses or smashing windows, starting fires. I know people like to point and paint me on others due to the narrative of what they think the biker lifestyle or the Satan's choice is, but it's actually not like the movies. Despite the fictional spin people want to put in my character, it's child's play, and I have way too much to lose to play these little games. I'll just be honest with you. I have shit to lose. I have multiple properties. I have my shit together. I have a 12,000 square foot building here, and I came from these same streets that I'm actually in right now, and my door is open. So,
but you became pretty successful, and you have a lot of stuff. And people been noticing that you've been auctioning off quite a bit of your things. And people been asking me, can you ask him why he's auctioning off all this stuff?
Well, a lot of it is restructuring and simplifying. As things grow, you reevaluate what you keep, what you invest in, and where you focus your energy. I don't need 15 coolers and 28 motorcycles. Okay. It's a figure of speech. And I would rather buy $100,000 embroidery machine and make 500,000 on it in a year. That'd be my more take of why I don't need transport trailers full of things. I'm selling one of the houses, and that house is where I kept all my storage. It's like I have transport trailers there, and it was just full of stuff. And it's more along the lines of just liquidating everything and just simplifying my life. Because I'll be honest with you, I'm ready for whatever happens. I signed up for this. Okay. I know what I signed up for. I don't think these guys were already in when they signed up. They weren't expecting Harley to be on the other side here. So I know what time it is, and I'm cool with it. And I don't care what happens, in a sense. Like, sure, I do, but I don't. I really don't. So do I want to be inside? Okay. Just say I win and I'm inside, right? I'm inside. Well, do I want to be selling my $20,000 Harley because my friends are trying to sell it and I get $5,000 out of it? Or do I want to get 20 grand for it while I'm here? So I'm just like, all right, let's sell everything. There's a big honey pot. Let's get ready for it. Like, it is what it is.
You think it'll really ever come to that? Where they
to be honest with you, I hope it doesn't. But all the people that I've called out have been kicked out. Understand that, except for the ones in Winnipeg that should have been. One's a goof, and one's Paul Bernardo and his wife Carla Homolka. So like realistically, these people will be discovered, and I've been right about every single thing so far, have I not? 25-year members, another huge member, the other one sitting in protective custody that I called out that I fought here. Okay. And he's also kicked out of the club. Okay. People don't know about that one, do they? Yeah. There's a lot that I don't put online. There's a lot that I keep to myself, but there's so much shit that's going on that I just it keeps piling up. And then when I let it go, people are like, oh, it's internet gangster. Well, you don't see what I see. Like, you guys are working with rats that have actually put me on charges that I was just in jail for. Okay, put me on charges, and you're taking AI videos from them and using people like those two people that are launched and became famous because I can't do nothing about it. What do you expect me to do? Right? It's all eyes on me. And you think I'm going to throw everything out the window for some head? Do you really think that that's what I'm going to do? I'm going to risk it. I'm going to roll it all, and I'm just going to throw it away like an idiot, like other people have in the past. I don't think so, man. I can't do it, and it is what it is. So yeah. Sorry, man.
How many motorcycles do you have?
I've had quite a few over the years myself. Right now I got a 135 CVO RT. I finance motorcycles, right? And now I've liquidated everything, but they've been a big part of my life and my identity. And right now I have about 15 at the shop that I'm auctioning off, which anyone is more than welcome to see. And if they like what they see, they can participate and partake in purchasing boards for a chance to win. Like right now, we're giving away, this is it. Like each number is $100, so to speak. And then I give away 5 Harleys and 3 Jap bikes, and we just go from there, right?
When they're all gone, what happens when they're all gone?
Then I go back to close.
Then
right now, my next one is going to be boobs and bikes, or Hooters and Harleys. Okay, like here's a $10,000 like card to go get whatever you want done, whether you're a guy or a girl. I don't give a shit, whatever you're doing. And you also win a Harley, so it's a his win and her win. So he's wanting to play and she wants to play, so they both win. And then on that, I also give away like a dirt bike, a bunch of my boxing gym equipment, a ring, like a $20,000 boxing ring. You name it, I'll throw it in there because I just want it all gone. I don't want to have anything other than my room, my closet, my main car, my main truck, my main bike. And I'll obviously always have a secondary bike. My other one was a 131 Road Glide. So, yeah.
I mean, there's some people online making rumors that the auction is rigged, that just your friends are winning. What do you got to say for that?
It's my friends that are playing. And the ones that I don't know, I do it all in a number generator. It's done on a screen. I click a button and it rolls, and people watch it roll, and they watch me. Like, there's no way to cheat it. I can barely turn a freaking computer on. Okay. Like, you know what I mean? I'm not working out deals with Google and being like, okay, well, I'm going to count this spin and we're going to do it like this. Like, I don't have time for that, man. You trust me, you work with me, you're in my support network, you're my family, you're my club. I'm not ripping anybody off, and anybody that does do that is a piece of shit anyways. Hence why I told these guys to stop supporting Brooklyn and Oshawa all together. Not Oshawa, we're going to leave Oshawa out of this, but Brooklyn all together. So rigging all that shit. And these guys still support them. Shame on them for doing it. These guys are fucking birds, man.
So the people that you did have problems with,
following these guys that know that they're doing these things are birds to me. So that's what I got to say.
The people that you did have problems with in HA, will there ever be a time where you don't have any problems with them if those people are gone?
You're suggesting, like, would I be willing to shut the fuck up if they shut the fuck up? Yes, I would. Please shut the fuck up so I can shut the fuck up. You think I want to be online? Pardon my French, but like, I don't want to argue online. I'm not into this shit. Okay? If you said, hey, truce, I'd be like, okay, truce. You shut up, I shut up. Okay, so if someone else talks, I'll call you out through somebody else, and then we can meet up in a barn somewhere and we can handle our shit. All right, that way it's not a club issue. Yeah, sure, I'd love that. Okay, let's just put it to bed. I don't care. I'm not interested in any of this shit. I have money to make. I have a club that I'm building. I have a family that I'm looking after, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. I got 12 employees that work for me in my shop. Like, I'm too busy for this shit. I don't want it.
Yeah, you're constantly going. I see you online all the time. You're always in different countries and traveling everywhere.
Right.
It's a lot. How has expansion been going, and are you growing?
We're focused on steady, healthy growth. It's quality over quantity. The goal is building strong chapters and strong relationships, not just numbers. And not just anyone either. Obviously, we're going to have issues. We are taking 1%ers from this club and that club and that club. Some have been bad seeds. We do as much background into it as we possibly can. It's going to continuously be headaches here, headaches there. But at the end of the day, once we shake the tree, we're still going to have a strong, strong core. And basically what I'm trying to say is I'm so proud of what we've built so far. And yeah, people can talk all they want, but it's happening, and it's not going to stop. The signups are on a daily basis, or I can't even keep up with them. I'm still on trying to talk to 3 weeks ago.
Have you run into any problems with your expansion where different clubs are like, you're not coming in this area or anything like that? Or you find some people with bad charges?
Yeah, well, we do our CPIC in Canada, and then you have your NCIS check, and then we run with what we can learn about you through your social medias, and then we try to see if we have anybody in common and try to do that kind of background, especially with your clubs. But any organization that grows and runs into challenges, communication, logistics, and maintaining standards are always important, but we work through things as a team. It's a lot of time and effort spent on meeting, making sure everyone is happy and on the same page as you would in a family or a brotherhood. You put it all in, and sometimes you're surprised that this guy ends up being a piece of shit, but you don't know at the end of the day until it's too late. So has it happened in every other club? Yes. So get off my back. Okay? You watch what we keep together, and obviously we're going to have issues when we go into this territory, and we might get folded. Okay, we get folded, but we're going to keep trying. We're going to keep fighting our way. And this isn't about organized crime. This is just about brotherhood and trying to go from one side of the country or now it's one side of the world to the other side of the world and just ride our bikes and vacation and meet brothers and have a good time and party. That's it.
What do you really look for in a member? Like the core values?
Character, loyalty, respect, consistency, and how someone carries themselves. Anybody can talk. We pay attention to actions. Are we going to come across a few bad eggs? Sure, that's life, but we pay close attention and try to weed out the snakes as quick as we can. Once you've been bitten, you learn to recognize a biter again, which makes it easier to avoid in the future through trial and error. That's kind of what it is, right? Like everybody has experienced things that they wish they didn't experience in the club. And there's nobody that can say that they haven't. If you've been in a 1% club, you've been screwed over somehow by somebody that you didn't expect. Like the one that went and screwed me over broke my heart, man. And that's what started this, right?
Will you ever close ranks and make people prospect instead of just taking 1%ers and working with them that way?
We actually have, our prospects are called strikers, and we actually have striker chapters. Ones that are cool guys or gym guys or that like to ride their bikes and shit, but they're not 1%ers. We've actually turned them into like a striker chapter, right? So we do allow people to strike. We're always evaluating what's best for the organization. Earning trust, improving commitment has always mattered, regardless of what process is used.
Yeah, but once you have your core of guys that are former 1%ers, will you ever cut it off and make people prospect?
We wanted to already shut the doors, and the floodgate is just so insane that it's like hard to do that, because it's, you gotta think about it. There's more X 1%ers than there are 1%ers, but it's still in your heart, right? You're still a 1%er in the gene, no? So it's like they want to ride. They, just because they got screwed over by their brother doesn't mean they're a piece of shit, right? So I've opened the door for that, and the internet has turned into something like that. So that's how it's done.
How has the internet helped you with all this?
It's helped connect people across distances, grow businesses, promote events, and allow us to tell our side of the story instead of relying on rumors. It's a really good tool if you use it the right way. Some use it for harm. I admit I've had my fair share of battles on it, but in the bigger picture of things, it really has created and opened up a lot more doors for me. The club, especially, I am glad that we're able to use this tool against them, because they're not allowed to use the internet. They're in the Stone Age, and I'm a pioneer of a new generation. I'm taking this biker world into a 21st century, and the dinosaurs can sit in the back and laugh about it and whatever. But at the end of the day, I'm coming, man. I'm not stopping. So
a lot of other clubs can't use the internet. They can't post pictures of their patches. Will there ever be a time where you stop that from members posting pictures of their patches and things like that?
No. You want to post your patch, go ahead. It's already on the internet. The fact that you're not allowed to do it is just stupid to me anyways. It's like, you want to make fun of me because of the shoes that I wear on my bike. Well, I'm in a different climate than you dipstick. I don't have your same attire. I don't need to wear what you wear. Okay, I'll do what I want. If I want to wear jean shorts and a pair of Air Maxes on my bike, I will do that. Sure, I have Crocs. Like, not Crocs, but I have like alligator boots, and I still have my attire to get on my bike. But if I just want to jump on my bike outside, no, I don't care who wants to laugh. Oh, look at this guy and his shit. I know how to ride my bike. Hey, man, I'll lift it right up. I got a 135. You can get settled down over there with your Dyna and shut up. How about that? Fuck. These guys are so stupid. It drives me nuts, man.
The police use the internet, and they use it to gather intel. Will that be a problem with you being all over the internet and your members being all over the internet?
They already know who's here. They've already got cameras everywhere. We're not in the Stone Age. They are light years ahead of everybody. This isn't like we're made man and a mafioso, and we're hiding out having a dinner, and we're trying to slide the inside and the front door and the back door. Like, we're on our motorcycles riding together, and then we have plates on our bikes, and we have biker enforcement unit filming our shit. We don't care if you know who we are, and we're not hiding who we are because we're not scared of you. So if we're not scared of you, we're not scared of the cops. Why does anybody care what we post? Like, I asked my guys if it's all right, and they're okay with it. It's not like I'm doing something that's my guys are not okay with. Like, sure, I've had some distasteful videos where I was a little irritated and a little, right? But you don't understand what I'm dealing with. And the shit that I put out, I might only put out like one out of every 10 things that I'm dealing with. Like I'm dealing with it, I'm dealing on a world matter. Okay. So like what I've been posting is like an Ontario, Winnipeg, and the odd little Alberta one where someone's revving a bike up and nearly drops their bike while they're telling us off with biker enforcement unit like last weekend. Like that's the type of stupid shit that I deal with. It's just like, man, you cried on stand, like you bawled like a baby. Would you like me to post a picture of you, Mr. Badass? Like settle down. The only reason why I didn't is because of respect for his father, not respect for him. I respect his father, so that's why I didn't post the picture. And trust me, I would have just annihilated everything. It's such a bad picture.
So I've noticed there's a website on Facebook that keeps posting some of your old videos, and it seems like they're trying to stir the pot between this biker war. What do you think of that?
There isn't a biker war. And the member that passed the other day, that wasn't anybody. That was a completely different matter. I can't touch on it, but it was not a biker war. Okay. So don't even let them take credit for that. That is nowhere near. They don't deserve the credit. But they're saying that it was them. Ha ha ha. It was not them. Shut up. Okay. It wasn't you. We all know it wasn't you. Okay. It's a very sad and unfortunate thing that's been happening, and just wrong place, wrong time. So it is what it is.
So what would make someone want to join Satan's Choice?
People are drawn to brotherhood, loyalty, motorcycle culture, and being part of something bigger than themselves. That's really how it all boils down. Some people like the story of my father. Sure, there's the stigma from the 60s where he didn't know the girl was underage, blah, 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 and she was 15, Ray. But again, there was a founder, and then there was him, which is the second founder, and then there's me as a third founder. So that's not his club. So why are you still going on about it? Okay, there's no reason to go on about it. Like, are you actually that disabled that you actually still have to go on that? I know that these people are not educated and they're actually stupid, but it is what it is. Like, I trying having a talk with some of these guys is like, oh my God, man.
Like you said, the Angels accepted him with open arms.
Yeah, he was the president. It wasn't. These wars had 187 bodies in them. Okay, all these Americans that are coming down on me. I'm not prejudiced to the United States. I'm very proud of my United States chapters and my team as Nomads and Nationals. But I get a lot of hate from the U.S. So. Basically, it's hard to deal with when they don't know what the hell they're talking about. And our Canadian wars have been so much crazier than every other spot in this world. And how do you actually sit there and try to talk shit to me? I actually had insurance on my entire body growing up through the war. Like if something happened to my finger, my dad made $10,000. Like I signed paperwork when I was a child. Okay. Like guys have no idea. And they want to talk to me about what kind of running shoes or what kind of jorts I got on my, before I jump on my bike while I'm making fun of another member. Go ride someone else, man. I'm not really into it. Right. It is what it is. You step to me, I'll bang you out, or you get the better hand of me. And then I just come back and plug you up. I really don't give a fuck. I'm not going to lose to any one of these guys, and if I do, it better be, it's keeps. Like I'm gone. See you later. In that event, my kids are already looked after. I already signed a movie deal. My kids get everything. I don't care. I already won, man. I already won, man. I don't care what happens now. All right, I never did before, but I sure as hell don't now. Okay.
So, do you have any alliances in Canada or the U.S. or anywhere in the world that are sticking with you?
We respect people and organizations that respect us. Beyond that, relationships are built privately and over time. I have very big patchovers coming through, but I am not going to disclose them here, Staxx. I am sorry, but I might give you the first touch of it later on. You never know. We might just grab a bunch of different clubs that are major clubs and put them together and have one united major club, guys. And if we did that, who would be number two? Wow, did they fuck up, eh? Staxx, didn't they fuck up? I think they fucked up. They let me go.
I mean, that would be huge, right?
Well, that's actually what's happening. So I'm trying to get one more major club. I already got one signed up.
Wow.
A major club, yeah. Yeah.
So one of the big ones.
I got a big club, man. I got a big club.
So what do you think about the police labeling you a gang? Do you think it's because of the war that happened in the past that they're looking that this revitalization of this club is going to have the same effect?
Yes and no. I think they know just because of me gangbanging as a kid on these same streets and the way that I ran prisons and did all that. I think that they may be thinking that I'm into that same mindset. We see ourselves as a motorcycle organization and a brotherhood. Labels are often applied broadly, and we believe people should judge us by individual actions and community involvement, which is what we do mainly. Like I've done over 60 fundraisers in the city. I've raised millions of dollars for my city, and historical stories should lead people to believe that, but we're looking to rewrite history and start a different movement. And I want to do it everywhere. If we're doing fundraisers as our constitution, it's in our constitution that every quarter we have to do a fundraiser. So if we have 16 chapters in Ontario and say 50 chapters across Canada, and every quarter we're working together, and then you do the same thing in the United States, but the United States, let's say, are populating our membership by 10 to 1. Okay, then you bring Europe into it, then you bring Asia into it, Australia, New Zealand, right? Africa, the UK. You bring all these different places in, and now everybody's doing backpack drives for the kids, food drives for the needy. Somebody's house burns down in the community, you help them out. And this is happening everywhere. What did I do? Should the police be upset that what we're doing? Don't you think they'll have bigger fish to fry with human traffickers and all this other like fentanyl dealers and all the bullshit? Do you know what I'm saying?
100%.
So really what I'm trying to do is change everything. I'm not after taxing the local drug dealer, okay? I'm not on that. I got my own money. I'm not trying to, this isn't about money to me. There's so much more to it to me.
What if one of the charters tries to get greedy with power and tries to like do stuff like that?
Okay, well, that's a good question. If someone's discovered by doing something stupid and we find out about it, then we come down on that chapter. And there's a panel that's built for outs, things that they can get in trouble for, right? Like that are out of the Constitution. Our Constitution is pretty solid. So.
And you have the media against you too. So you have the police and the media up there. The government runs the media in Canada, don't they?
I think sensational stories attract attention. And sometimes the narratives get repeated without balance. Forget way of putting it. No, we can't control that, but we can control how we conduct ourselves. Instead of giving everybody the finger and acting like 10 years old, we can be out there helping people and riding our bikes and being respectful within our communities. And if something has to go down because it has to go down, we don't know innocent people get hurt. And if innocent people did get hurt, that would be a public safety concern. And if there was public safety concerns, they're just going to come after us and start raiding us and kicking the shit out of us and beating us down. And that's the same thing that they've done the entire time. And that's all I've ever known of the police service from around here. And that's why I know where my lane is. I ain't scared of anything. And it is what it is.
That's one of the questions I had. How can you change their minds, the police and the media, and have the police mess with you? I see them out there taking pictures of you guys when you're riding, taking pictures of every member. There's helicopters, there's drones.
By staying consistent, supporting our communities, being respectful, and letting actions speak over time. That's pretty well the best way to put it. We're not talking about it. We're going to be about it. And if a couple fist fights have to happen here and there, then so be it. Who cares? Who cares, man? I've watched fist fights today across the street. Who gives a shit? Don't make a mountain out of a molehill. Let's just let us fight us out, and then we're going to help our communities.
So tell me about getting banned from 2 different countries on 2 separate occasions. Maybe more, I don't know, but I know of 2. You got banned from the Caribbean and then another country, right?
Travel and border issues can happen for a lot of reasons. I've been having travel and border issues for 15 years since I joined the club. Back when there was other wars going on, they labeled me a domestic terrorist and stopped me from being able to go different places. But now I'm the bad guy, right? And yeah, it is what it is. I stay focused on what's ahead. I travel where and when I can, and hopefully that's able to change over time with consistency of what I'm doing, and my passport won't be so fried.
So what's it like when they ban you?
Germany took me off the airplane. I'm not even gonna lie, man. Germany took me off. I I was on the plane. I came down. Boom, 6 of them swarmed me, take me to the side. I had to give them the paperwork where I was going because I wasn't allowed to stay in Germany. So then I had to fly to the next country as I was doing a patch over there, as I'm not mailing patches like everybody says I am. So it is what it is, and I don't care. We at the beginning we were shaking and moving, but then we got our reps in certain places, right? And like I met up with certain people in Thailand and gave them stacks of patches, and we did our NCIS checks, we did everything, and then after that, the talking of the mailing just died down a little bit, but some people still think that we do that. We have people everywhere. We don't need to do that anymore. Okay, sure, there was at the beginning, but all the paperwork was checked out. We did everything we possibly could. I'm sorry that I can't cross the border and go to Minnesota. I can't go to New York. Okay, I'm a domestic terrorist. I can barely leave my own border. I don't even know when I'm going to get in. I just got deported again from Dominican Republic on a $5,000 vacation. Okay, I've been deported from Mexico twice. Okay, I'm deported from a lot of places, man. Like
so you get off the plane, they send you right back.
I lit a smoke right in the airport too. I was like, you kicked me out anyways. You're not taking my pictures of my tattoos and shit. My guys are like, what are you doing? I'm like, what are you gonna do? Kick me out? Like, come on. You're scared of the airport or whoever else? Like,
is there a certain type of motorcycle a member can ride? I hear rumors that some members have street bikes.
Okay, so I've worded this wrong along the way. My 1% club, it is only Satan's Choice in the syndicate. So I have 6 clubs, right? In every chapter. So 6 clubs. The first club is Satan's Choice, and then there's Satan's Syndicate. Okay? The Throttle can ride, which is our RC, can ride whatever the hell they want, right? And if they want to rock a diamond, they have to ride an American bike. So that's just how it is. At the beginning, I worded it wrong, and I was just trying to get everybody united. But I just meant like we have a place for you everywhere. If you don't have a license, then you can be in our foot horde. If you have a car and you don't have a bike, you can be in our Satan's Demons, which is our car club, right? Because we're trying to open these clubs all over the world, all over Asia, all over everywhere. We're trying to build a family from one side to the other. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's all I'm trying to do, man. And I just wish everybody would understand that I'm not really looking for a problem. I'm just trying to build something amazing, man. And if everybody could just get that in their head and let go of the chomo this and the chomo that, they'd understand that like nobody's ever said anything like that to my face over here. So why you want to say it over there? Well, I can't touch it. You know what I mean?
So how is the
bullshit on the internet on the other side though? See, they get the chirp from behind their thing and send little AI videos to the outlets that broadcast it. The guy sits in his uncle's basement. Okay, yeah, I know who you're talking. I know all these people. I know everybody. Okay, and it's just one of those things where it's like, okay, it is what it is. I don't have time to do AI videos and put you in a dress and have you dancing around or making fake paperwork because I'm not doing man shit. You're sitting in a fucking room doing absolutely nothing with your life. Grow up.
A lot of people send around the fake paperwork and
man, there's no paperwork on me. The worst thing I ever did was fight for my kid in family court, and I was sitting with my president while I did the paperwork. Everyone else can grade off. I never got kicked out of the Hells Angels. I left to look after my father, and anyone else saying in other words, fuck you, you're a goof liar. Okay, all right. Then when I didn't get kicked out, I left on good terms with the promissory of coming back, and then I was stopped over money and jealousy. Okay, which a lot of people have discovered the same sort of thing as well. Okay.
You were the vice president, right?
Yeah. And founding member. And I was a nomad of Ontario. And I was also a member of Oshawa. So I started in Oshawa, went to the Nomads. Nomads got shut down when Crazy got shot. And I was in the pen for AR-15s, Glock 40s, and tying a bunch of Chinese guys up during an armed robbery. Okay. And I wasn't even on drugs. So when all these people are talking like I'm not about it, I'm been about it, man. I've done 200 doors. I don't understand what you guys are on. You guys are just on some hate Harley because Harley's doing something different and he's not with us. So F him. Well, okay. Just keep talking shit about me, man. It's not like I don't hear about it. I'm going to run into you and then we can talk about it, right?
Is there a big difference being in Satan's Choice versus being in the Hells Angels?
Every organization has its own history, culture, structure, and identity. We focus on our own path and what we stand for. We're not trying to follow their code and conduct, especially this new world order they've created. their own rules lately, and it showed in recent events is a new level of low that they've stooped to. Like, I can't really jump into, and I'm not going to incriminate anybody, or because it's individuals, it's not as a group, but our systems are different. So everything that was flawed in these other clubs, I have changed in a certain way. So the out system, your table puts you out on bad, and nobody else gets to hear your voice. You get to have your voice heard with our new system. So you sit down with a panel and you say your side and they say their side. And how isn't that cool, man? That you actually have a chance to defend yourself. No one else is giving you that. Somebody wants you out, or they want your girl, they want your money, or they want your business, they want your bike, or they're peasants and they're trying to fucking backdoor you to take what you got. And you're trying to say what you got to say, but you can't get, nobody's listening to you because that guy's a high ranked member. So you end up getting kicked out and they steal your shit. And now you're like, what the did I just put all this time into? That doesn't happen with the choice. That's the idea.
Do you have to sign over your bike with the Hells Angels?
No, man, no.
Like when you join, you don't have to sign over your bike.
We don't ask for a call, man. Yeah.
No, when you were in the Angels, was it like that in the Angels?
No, but I do remember. I think we paid like $2,500 to $5,000 for our patches after earning them for years. Right? I kept getting in trouble, so my program was a lot longer because I kept going to jail. So I'd come out and then do my shit over, and then everything was good, and then wham, take another job, and then back to jail. So it's kind of different for me. I've moved light years in my life since then. And that's why when it comes like to Donnie Watch, if you knew me back then, I would have walked across the street and just plugged him full of holes in front of all of his friends and not gave a shit that the cops are watching. Now I've got millions of dollars to lose. I'm not really trying to lose everything over a piece of shit. You know what I mean? Yeah. I like, trust me. You don't think I'm haunted? You don't think I oh man. Oh man.
I'm sure you've been through a lot in your life, you know?
Oh yeah.
So do you think that your club will grow in the U.S., and are you aligning with any other clubs in the U.S.?
Growth comes down to leadership, respect, and consistency. If people believe in what you're building, what we're building, growth can happen anywhere. And I have all the faith in my team and nationals and nomads in the United States. And we are moving mountains after mountains. And I can't get through the information, and neither can the nationals over there. So I'm very proud of my national team. I believe that we'll be 10 times bigger in the United States than we are in Canada.
You think?
Oh, for sure.
It's a pretty big feat considering how many major clubs there are in the U.S.
And like when I said, just imagine if 3 major clubs get together and maybe change our name and become one major club, how much bigger we would be than them.
It would be pretty big.
Wouldn't it? I love the Satan's Choice. Don't get it wrong. All right. I love the Satan's Choice, but I want to win. I'm here to win. I'm not trying to lose. Okay. And I'm not interested in being a number 2 club. I want to be a number 1 club. And anybody out there that's a number 2 and 3 and 4 club or 5 club that want to be a number 1 club, well, I'm a call away. We could just merge everything together, and you still keep your units the way you keep your units, and we'll keep our units the way we keep our units, and we'll slowly get to know each other, and we'll be brothers one day, right?
So would you change the name if that happened?
I'd be willing to move together with everybody and do everything like that. Yeah, like sure, I'm doing what I believe in, but what I want is more important than what the name is. Do you understand? I don't need to just be known as the founder. I'm not on some shit. The shirt was made for me for this podcast 10 minutes before I put it on. Okay. They set it all up, and then I just jumped in here and I jumped on with you because I told you I'd come and I'd talk to you. Right. But I'm not into that shit. So what I want is an actual brotherhood, and I want to make a difference covering the entire planet, but most importantly in Canada and the United States. So I'm not trying to use the Europe as a secondary or anything like that, but I just mean like I'm from over here, and this is what I want, and I would love to make a difference on my continent.
I mean, that's a pretty big task to do.
Well, I'm doing it. Sorry, there's some of my friends leaving.
What's one thing about yourself that people would be surprised to know?
Probably that I'm more focused on loyalty, family, and long-term goals than the image people may assume. I have 2 images or personas. one people see me online and the others see me with my family. It's just, it is what it is. But either way, I'm about it, and I'll defend both of them till I die.
What do you want to be remembered for?
Oh, that's a good one. For building something meaningful, staying loyal to the people around me, and leaving things stronger than I found them. Does that nail it?
Do you think your cockiness comes off as arrogance?
Sometimes.
And maybe people
I
get
don't
the
mean to
wrong
be
idea.
arrogant, though. I give everybody the time of day, and I talk to everybody. I talk to bums on the street. I give shit away to everybody.
A lot of people say he seems like a great guy.
Like I said, I have done more for my community than anybody else has. And I mean that by fivefold. Okay? I'm all about my city. I got it tattooed all over me. I'm all about my club. I got that tattooed on me. All right? I'll never let anybody down. I'm all about what's right, where the line is. There's no gray areas, black or white with me. I'm not prejudiced. I have no bad feelings with anybody in that regard. And yeah, if I rub people the wrong way, I rub people the wrong way. But I'm not trying to be. I'm just being me. And if you don't like me, fuck off. I'm not trying to make everybody like me. I'm me. Not everybody likes you. You know what I mean?
No, a lot of people don't like
I just mean in general. Yeah. Everybody likes you, Staxx. What are you talking about?
It's all good. I'm okay with that. Yeah, I got my trophy. I'm good.
Yeah, he did it. Yeah.
That's the Hall of Fame, man. I got inducted into the Hall of Fame.
Stop it.
No, really. For
I didn't even hear that, man. I'm sorry. I've been working so hard. Congratulations. That's huge.
Yeah, it is huge. Do you guys accept members of all ethnicities?
Yes.
Because a lot
and
of
if we didn't, we would have
that.
patched over some other major clubs that were racist, but we're not in all that. Okay, you bleed the same way I bleed. 1%ers all have the same blood in my and if we band together as one, it would be so much better than if we were 5.
Do you feel like all these 1%ers, because you're getting people from all different clubs, even people that maybe back in the day you maybe not would get along with? Do you feel like all these guys are pretty much the same types of people?
Yeah, yes and no. Like some have a different accent, some kick different type of jokes, but at the end of the day, if they're riding their bikes and they're all about the brotherhood and loyalty and respect, then I have time for you. All right? But it's what we teach people to be too. You got to think about that. If we don't teach them the right way, then we're not doing the right job, and that's what I'm trying to do, right? I know that if I step down as a boss and we come through with all these major clubs and the other people are ahead of me, I'm okay with that. I know there's not a lot of people that want to follow a 40-year-old guy, okay, that was cocky all over the internet. I'm cool. I'll lay back here. Take some of the work, man. I'm not here for that. I'm actually here for the actual brotherhood. Yeah, I'll take second, third spot, whatever. I don't care. Take it. So
yeah, but you want the first spot, right? You'll take the first spot too.
Wants the king's throne, man. I'm not really after the king's throne. I just had to do the king's duties, and now that the king's duties are done and things are of progressing, and I'm just after doing what I wanted to do in the first place, which is ride my bike with my bros, have a good time. I can't talk about the rest, but like I mean it in a fun manner, not in a financial manner. You know what I'm saying? But like like.
Yeah, but being at the top,
bring back the old days, bro. Like like bush parties and like bikes going up hills, and that's the type of shit that I'm after.
Camp outs and all that, right?
Yes, man, that's it. Like events, like they used to have the chicken races. We can't do that because of like the different authorities. But pick up sticks, like the field days. That's what I'm after. That's what I want to bring back. I want to make it cool again. Okay, and I want to put the new edge on it. That's it. And when these other guys jump in from their other clubs, they'll have their own little input. And we'll together make a name, and we'll make a new input. And it'll be a new club and a new way of thinking. And as long as they're going to adapt to the same things that I want to believe in and what the Constitution is, which is doing good for your communities and doing this and doing that, and that's actually in the community, then I'd be happy to take other major clubs in or minor clubs. And together, when we do a massive patch over, we're already going to be bigger than them. So it is what it is.
Now, if someone passes away and they're in Satan's Choices, do you have Satan's Choice funerals?
Yes. And the chapter should be paying for their fallen brothers. Like when we lost one of our members, Mikey Freeman, we paid for his funeral completely. We bought all of his Christmas for his family. We took care of the sale of the bike, so to speak. We take the mom out for the mom was here today. Her mom, yeah, like it's a big family. All right, it's not like people think it is. It's what we're trying to do here is build something real. It's not bullshit. It's not, oh, my brother, hey, brother, stab in the back, stab in the back, stab in the back. All that shit, man. Can't build a brother overnight, but if you give them the rules that they have to follow, then the brotherhood is there, because if anything does hit the fan, then they have to suffer the consequences for it. Right? You build a brotherhood through the consequences, through the pain, through the blood, and through the laughter and the good times and the parties.
One of your friends was arrested, and they made a big deal out of it on the news about he's associated with Satan's Choice and he's Harley Guindon's friend. And what are your thoughts on that?
Okay. I love Josh. Okay. It was somebody else's place. Okay. He didn't even have access to the safe, and there were 53 long guns for hunting purposes with antlers on the wall. This isn't 53 handguns found in tires or tanks crossing the borders, okay? And I really look forward to seeing the police pull off a conviction with this one. So, as they're not, in my opinion.
Do you think they overreach a lot out there?
Dude, they throw shit at the wall and they hope things stick. But we have good lawyers, we have money, and we're not laying down and taking a try. We're not the bikers back in the 70s and 80s that were broke.
Did the police pull you over and mess with you a lot?
Me at all. At all. Like, sure, when they took me down, when they gave me the charges, when I was on charges, the reason why I was like hesitant of going on the city property, knowingly seeing the police and getting myself arrested like a bucket. Yeah, and I didn't do that, but I called them inside. The thing is here is when they came for me, because I have assault police charges on my record, so like when they come for me, they have to plan their attack. So what they did is they swarmed me on like 12 different bicycles. They just jab attacked me from all different directions. Boom, 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 boom. And I was like, oh,
bicycles on pedal bikes.
Oh, I'm not even kidding. I've never been jacked up on pedal bikes before. It's always like, like
What
you know what I mean? Or they're coming through the window, or you're getting flashbanged or something. You know what I mean? This one was a little different though. This is like just straight jab attack on the bicycles. I've never seen anything like it before. Good for them.
And what, they held you?
Oh, there was no. They're on my arms and legs within 10 seconds.
Yeah, but did they arrest you on charges and all that?
They threw me on charges and they threw me in the back of the car, brought me to the station, and then sent me to jail. Yeah, and then I had to get bail from jail. But I haven't been in trouble for 10 years, so I got a bail. And then I beat the charges on Monday this week. And now I have to go up for the second set, and that's on early next week.
Oh, so this was recently?
Yeah.
I didn't even hear about that.
Yeah. But I just went right to trial, whatever. I'm not going to sit around and mess around. Like, I'm not going to sit on house arrest for 3 years and waste 3 years of my life and shit. It's
just like, take probation, take this, right?
I don't care. It is what it is. Like, I don't feel like I'm guilty, so I'm taking it to trial. So I just won the first one. I'm going to win the second one next week. If I lose, I'll see you in a little bit, Staxx, and I'll write you and tell you how to jail when I get there.
Yeah, let me know. How do the prisons work in Canada? Are they controlled by gangs? Like, how does it work out there? Because I hear different things, and I'm a little confused about it.
It all depends on if you're in the max, if you're in the medium, a high medium, a low medium, a minimum. It all gets around. It's hard to say where you're at. It all depends what year you're in certain prisons too, right? Because like I've been in maxes where it's like those years were insane, and then I've been in mediums where those years were insane. But the year after that, if you said, "Hey, I was in Collins Bay in 2012," I'd be like, "Yeah, all right, whatever, buddy." Cool.
Because it changes over time, right?
Yeah. It's who's in the hole, who's controlling the jails, how the jail's being ran. Like Yeah.
So what's in store for the future for you, man?
Hoping that we just come together as big groups and do one major patch over and change the world and make history together.
Total domination.
Yeah. And then everybody's safe and there's no bullshit. You have one side and the other side. Even if there is another side, who cares? But everybody just gets along. That's it. No more in your own little network there, man. Leave us the fuck alone. That's kind of where I'm at here.
Do you think there'll be any major problems in the U.S. when you start opening I know you have a lot of chapters.
I respect the U.S. and I don't have any problems with any of the major clubs, including the Hells Angels. I have no problems with anybody's. People are going to talk shit. So people are going to make some decisions on their own, and I hope we can get along because all we really want to do is ride our bikes. And there's nothing else I can say to that.
Are you willing to sit down with them if they are open to it?
My people out here, even. I don't want a problem. I respect the majority of the Hells Angels. Don't get it twisted. Okay? I respect even the Outlaws. I respect multiple other clubs. The Loners. I got love for a lot of different people in a lot of different areas. There's like the Vagabonds. There's the Old Paradise. There's all these different clubs that were... I don't even have anything wrong with the Bacchus. Okay, I don't have anything wrong with anybody until they shit in my cornflakes and then try to tell me that I got to eat it. I'm not eating shit. Okay, you're gonna throw shit at me. I'm gonna throw 2 things of shit at you. That's it. I'm not trying to come across as an arrogant asshole. I'm not taking shit from anybody. Can you blame me? Like, let's be real here. Would you take shit?
No.
Would you say, hey, you're gonna rip me off for millions of dollars and it's okay because you're a higher ranked Hells Angel and you did this and you did that and I'm gonna ruin your reputation and just destroy your life so I can be like he. And then if I sat down and took that, what would I be? I'd be a bitch. I wouldn't be able to look myself in the mirror. My life would be dead. I'd be sitting there drinking beer over a cereal bowl, watching a movie, just being like, ooh, hating my life in 20 years. I'm not taking it, laying down for nobody ever. And that's the difference between me and these other guys that have been kicked out that have been wrong, but not to the level that I have been wrong.
I've noticed other people aren't taking it either anymore. You know,
People are standing up.
Now you have members from pretty much every club out there, right?
Yeah.
You don't think that any other big club will have a problem because they're an ex-member of that particular club, or do you think they can look past that?
It's different. I'm not taking like some rats and shit like that. Right. So I do as much. Our doors are open now where we can speak to a lot of major clubs. Where at the beginning there was some rocky bullshit. It would be like, I have to take your word for it and then find out later on. But then it's just like, hey, man, every club has to take out their trash. If I have to take out trash, I'll take out trash. Okay. But
yeah, people slip through the cracks and you take care of it.
Yeah. Like a lot of people got screwed over like I did.
I look forward to the future, man.
I look forward to it too. And I'll talk to you at least once a year, Staxx.
Definitely. What happened with Bishop?
I treated that guy like gold. Okay. Everyone's like, why are you talking to him? He's a crackhead junkie. Like he's got no teeth in his head. He's a loser. He was a hideout in the joint. He's this, he's that. Right. And I seen some guy that was like ready to rock and roll. And I seen the goodness in him until I seen the junkie in his heart. Right. So he, does some really unethical things, very unethical things, gets his territory stripped from him for a good reason. He throws his patch on the table because I apologize for his behavior. And then he made up lies saying that these guys were and all this other things. Meanwhile, then I have to get the guy's paperwork. I get the guy's paperwork. The guy beat 2 murders. The guy's this guy and that guy. The guy's a guy, like a real good guy, way better than he is, right? And he got butthurt that we wouldn't give his properties, like his territory back. And we were just keeping him straight to Halifax. And then he talked shit. So then I flew to his house. I flew from Ontario all the way to Halifax. And I got to Halifax, knocked on his door. He decided to do a video with me. Everything was good. Everybody's seen it. That's how big of a bitch this guy looks like. Does the video with me, waits till I get to New Brunswick, and then talks a bunch of shit when I get to New Brunswick on video again. Okay? So then I said, hey, I'll pay for you. I know you're a broke loser living at home and you got nothing going for you. I'll pay your I'll pay your ticket and your girl's ticket for you guys to come down here and we can get it going. Like, he's a bitch. He's a bitch. He's a big for nothing bitch. He's a bully, and everyone's gonna see it. And he's already kicked out the guys that were standing beside him. Okay, he's gonna keep doing it. This guy's got a little shed that he charges everybody $200 a month for, so that he pockets all this money and calls himself a club. Meanwhile, it's a made-up club. Okay, this guy was never a one percenter. Understand that. You guys are all following a guy that was never a one percenter. He never was in a patch club 1% position. The f- are you doing? Go follow your loser bucket. Just the whole pack of them, all your little founders, you're all addicts, like really bad addicts. So I really don't care. I don't really
What happened with Jungle? Wasn't Jungle one of your good friends?
Jungle, I wouldn't say was one of my good friends. I like Jungle. I went to his fights. He used to hang out in London with a good friend of mine that was a Hell's Angel, and that's how I met them. And they had their falling out. And then just so happened, he calls me, and I'm like, he's like, I'm in Halifax. I go, he didn't know I was flying in the next morning, right? I go, well, you want to pick me up in the airport in the morning? I'll talk to you. Bam, I meet him. I introduce him just before Christmas to Bishop. Okay, he didn't even know him. Introduced the two, and then Bishop kicks him out. But here's the thing: he thought that we were going to kick him out. So then it was just like, but then we found out Bishop stole 30,000, 10,000, 10,000, and he was going to get caught for that anyways. Okay, on top of so much other shady shit. That guy is just a grimy piece of shit. And I'll stand on that. My door's always open for you, Bishop. I'd love to see you. You know the front door. Just walk in it. My word, just me and you. Let's rock.
So how do you feel about Jungle now?
Sorry, I went off a little topic. I'm really emotional about this guy because I actually, everyone was like, yeah, get rid of this guy. Get rid of this guy. And I had his back, and I kept having his back. And he just kept being a piece of shit. And so then Jungle gets kicked out on bad by them. So Jungle gets kicked out on bad, and he messaged me the other day, and he was like, I'm sorry, I was listening. Pretty well, he drank the guy's Kool-Aid. The guy's a manipulative piece of shit, right? So he drank the guy's Kool-Aid. I can't just take you in with open arms, right? I know the Jungle felt like, because he was part of the bullshit, so he knows that in his heart, he was like, I'm going to get kicked out. I was already in the box, and then I fucked up. So, like, I'm just going to, because he's a kind of guy, and he just took off and went with numbnuts, right? So, yeah. I can't believe this guy's got this much attention. You can look at his face and know that he's just a degenerate. Look at him. Like, actually, go into his videos. You can see me every day online. You're not going to see me look ever like him. He is such a piece of shit. Oh, my God. Enjoy your ride, guys. And some of you I'll take when you guys are done spitting out Kool-Aid after he's trying to suck all the money out of your pockets. Me, there's a treasury. I don't need the money. I make my own money. Thanks.
A lot of people might not know, but I introduced Big Kaz to you.
I actually have no bad blood with Big Kaz. Big Kaz quit because he was arguing with his own brother that he brought. Him and I were completely fine. He wasn't happy that we were not letting Arizona be nomads. The nomads are supposed to be like nationals that we have out here, and he was making everybody nomads, and we weren't okay with it. He didn't do anything wrong per se. He was a little edgy with people that he should have had a little bit more patience with. But at the end of the day, I still respect Kaz, and we've talked since, and we don't have bad blood, in my opinion. I hope we don't. It's not like we're gonna see each other anytime soon, but like we were always cordial and respectful at all times, even to the very end.
And you guys' song went pretty big. It went #1 on a couple charts, and like it became a big song.
Yep.
You guys planning on doing any more music?
I'm too busy for the music. I did the music because I could sell a show and make 50 grand, 40 grand in a night, selling tables, getting advertising spaces, putting it all together. Like, I can throw an event with my eyes closed. I'm used to it because I've done so many charities and and do all this shit, right? So it's like, why not throw myself into a situation, get 8 headliners, sell a bunch of tables, get a bunch of sponsors, and make 40 grand tonight? Sure. Then I'll make money on the after party. Then I'll do this, and I'll do that, and I'll do this, and I'll do that. And at the end of the day, I've had a really good day. That's why I got into the music. I have no interest in the music. I enjoy it, but that's just because I grew up in jail banging on tables and shit as a child. You know what I mean? Just hanging out with the guys and my cellmates and kicking beats and doing all that shit, right? I am from the hood, guys. From the hood.
Did you know that people think the guy I interviewed is the real Donnie Watch?
oh no.
They think that's really Donnie Watch.
That's a real Donnie Watch. I can't believe this bucket's got so much attention. I really don't care. I'm just floored. Okay.
It is funny.
Doesn't have a stripe in his underwear, but good for you guys.
And that guy Snap died.
Yeah,
he passed away. That's pretty crazy too, huh?
Not gonna talk shit about death. Well, that guy was lying though. He was lying about stealing patches. The patches that he was talking about that he stole from us were
Snatch, right? Was that his name? Snatch or something?
Lied to his entire chapter about stealing patches that were ours. That's what I'm saying about the social media shit. And the people are like, they're hiding behind AI videos and doing all this other shit. Okay, like I'm never gonna make up anything on anybody ever. I'm too sophisticated and I've got my shit together. I'm not a complete moron. Okay, I'm busy from the minute I wake up to the minute I go to sleep. So this guy literally made up that he stole a patch off of a Satan's Choice member, but the patch didn't look like that. It looked like the one that everyone keeps posting with the big ears and shit. That is
cartoon one
patch. You're bragging about stealing a patch that we never made. This is the patch. This is the patch right here. Okay, the one that you were bragging about in your videos wasn't that patch. It was the one that I shut down. Good for you.
Well, I appreciate you, man. Is there anything you want to talk about?
Oh man, if you can, I just want everybody to hit me up. It's spelled just like this: Harley Guindon with the blue check mark. Check me out on Facebook. It's Harley G, just like that. .Harley G on Instagram. HarleyGs. Watch out for the scammers out there, guys. They are all over the place. I've got 1,000 different people trying to be me, selling clothes and all that stuff. But if it's got the blue check mark, hit me up and support the local clubhouse.
And I'll put a link in the description of this video of all the real accounts. So
if you could do that, I greatly appreciate it. Yeah. Definitely. And stay tuned. Hopefully it can stop with this bullshit. And I know I'm always going to get the heat. And this guy's this and this guy's that. Yeah. No, you keep saying that while you're on the other side of the pond, man. But like, if you were right in my front door, you would not be saying anything like that. Or other people would be saying that. You're not tougher than they are. So you might want to just shut the fuck up for once. Okay. Sit back down on your couch, throw some more pizza in your mouth and shut the fuck up. Thank you.
If you like this show, hit the like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you could get my videos every time they drop. And if you don't like this show, too bad. Start your own podcast.
Right.
Peace. Thanks, man.